Welcome, welcome. This is the Weatherman, catching us up on the qualifiers for the FarmCon 2021 FSL finals. This is Saturday afternoon, and we've got Lindner and John Deere who are in a match. Lindner has just taken the first game. Unfortunately, we did miss that a little bit, but it was pretty close. Scores were about 20 points apart. We're just waiting for them to reset to go into the second game. Let's hope it goes to 3. So there's been quite a few announcements now with Farming Simulator 22, with all the new features and how the game's going to be operated. Apologies, John Deere took the last game. Team Red. Honest mistake. Lindner's red. A wrong assumption. So in any case, Farming Simulator 22, FarmCon, we've had a whole lot of new features revealed to us. The new maps, Elm Creek being one of the new maps, looking really good with the different elevations and a flat map while not being a flat map. So hopefully appealing to US and European players alike. Looking at all the different brands that are coming in, not much in terms of confirmation from Giants yet, but basically if you've seen it in any of the previews, then that brand will be in there. So we're pretty much guaranteed that we've got the likes of Case and John Deere all coming to play, and then there's a whole lot more in terms of placeables and that type of thing. So yeah, looking forward to November 22nd when they release the game. There's so much that's going to be happening, and yeah, there's a lot of hype around this. So let's see how it goes over the next couple of months. Giants has committed to release little bits of information as they go, and being part of the ambassadors network, I do get some information that I will release in line with the Giants releases. So we do get the information a little touch earlier, but only so much that we can do a little bit of prep work on it and get ready for the next game. So the guys are getting ready to pull into the next game. Looking forward to this. It's going to be a cracker, and I want to see if John Deere can take it for the finals tomorrow. Alright, Lindner versus John Deere. Match is starting. Alright, so everybody's entering the game. We've got all 6 players in place. Blue team, which is Lindner, is picking first on the band phase. Looking at the Case Puma, the skinny tires or row crops. John Deere is the little Lindner Lindtrack. Amazes me that they've banned this vehicle so often. It is such a lightweight little vehicle. Can't really do much except stack, but it is really good at stacking, so it's understandable. Agco, okay, harvester ban. And then the final ban for Lindner being the Fendt 724 narrow tires, the row crops. A lot of teams trying to block that running through the field ability. Both of those tractors are very capable, not just running through the fields, but also as a general use. Okay, so the transport company and herbicide, with a harvester on Lindner's side and a harvester and a baler on John Deere's side. Let's have a look. So Zezarus and Sippy. Okay, the John Deere and Voltra. Okay, interesting that Zezarus isn't taking a power up. Okay, Flochi and Gertch. Let's see what they got. Under Pressure and Archimedes with the JCB and Under Pressure only. Oh wait, the Deutsch for the big boy. Don't see them picking the big guy very often. Not since the season 3's come around. Dropwell and Flexofabio. Flexofabio and his T6. And Dropwell with Archimedes and the Fent. Okay, so two heavies. And pretty much an even match. JCB being banned a lot less now with the new version of the FSL, but still a valid ban anyway. Very capable vehicle. Alright, getting ready to roll. Unfortunately, we don't have access to control what the camera feed is. This is a set feed that's coming in from Giants, a clean feed, if you will. Alright, so I've got John Deere heading off for the John Deere, and Lindner going for the case. Okay, Dropwell's got the case, and they've got the John Deere. Gertch has got the John Deere. And New Holland's also been picked up by Lindner. Let's see what they're doing in terms of balers. Okay, John Deere straight into the field, Lindner the same. So Lindner's got two harvesters in the field, and John Deere looks like they've also now got two harvesters down in the field. Okay, so trying to get that first bale dropped in. There we go, going off. Let's see what John Deere will do in terms of score for the first bale. And yes, Lindner's already out there on their way. Let's see if they're going to do the bale flick. Nope. That was seems to be a little bit of a fault. Yeah, I don't think that was planned. It's going maybe go and see if he's going to push the bale in with his tractor. There we go. Sippy's taking it a bit slower. Also missed it. So both teams missed that first bale, losing precious points. 105. It lost about 30 points by missing those bales. Both teams making the exact same mistake. Well, that's a critical one. And yeah, that's not the tractor for pushing a bale. So he's going to go probably 90, if that much. Yep, lost too much points. He's giving it up. Yeah, can't blame him. So that was a critical failure from John Deere's side. That will come back and hurt them later. Fortunately, they are one up, so it is not too critical. They will be able to handle going down a game, but Lindner does have an advantage. Okay, so Lindner, with the transport company enabled, they're able to go and harvest the entire field, take a much wider berth. That 6th sense has been activated. Right, we've got 10 seconds out from the drop, and the drop is right here by us for John Deere. Alright, so the drop has come through. Can't see what they are. Alright, bridges, load, and herbicide. So let's see who's going to grab what. No point in herbicide for John Deere, but bridges, load, that again, it's not really going to make much of a difference for either of them. Pretty much in line in terms of grain. John Deere is a little bit ahead by about 1,800 liters. That's not too big a deal. and they've already got bales dropped in the field, but no points. They didn't get that first bale. Are very much keeping pace with each other. Lindner does seem to be catching up a little bit in terms of the harvesters. Their grain is now within 1,000, actually within about 500. So that little bit of ground that they lost has been regained. Having the grain cart running alongside is keeping them in the field for much longer and allowing them to get more bales in the ground and more grain in the cart and ready to go. Okay, so John Deere is going through. Lindner's already putting down grain, and they've stopped the conveyor belt. They've still got some grain left, but they're moving off to go and empty their harvesters again. That was a little bit of a drop for John Deere. They're not putting bales up as yet, but whoever drops first, they always has the advantage. Alright, 1 minute and 52 seconds to the next drop. I'm going to see what the guys are going to do with that next drop. Okay, Floaty has not in a vehicle at the moment. He's running across to go and fetch the other tractors, and I'm assuming Sippy is going to do the same. Alright, in terms of grain, John Deere has taken the lead again, but not by much. And the grain drop didn't actually have any advantage. They were back to equal with about the same amount of advantage on the grain. So that was just taking the guys out of their comfort zone and making them, pushing them to do what they wanted them to do, controlling the game. So the fact that Lindner has points on the board is going to be a problem for John Deere later on. Alright, Sippy going off to go and fetch tractors, and Floaty is dropping bales already now onto getting ready for the transport company to come and pick up those bales, so we can see them start moving bales in bulk in the next maybe 2 minutes. 6 cents has come up. Where's that drop? It looks to be okay. It is quite close to the bridges. There we go, right by the bridge. So let's go and have a look at what that is. Alright, so the drop has spawned, and we've got speed limit and bale drop, two bale drop. That is, there we go. Cesarus is picking up transport company, and they have got 7 bales in the field. So not enough to fill that, but Floaty is baling to keep up. No one's picked up the drop yet. Still got 28 seconds of it. Let's see. Probably going to take the bale drop. Makes sense. There we go. Speed limit. Okay, that's interesting. So John Deere's taken speed limit instead of the bale drop. Alright, so Lindner is going off to drop more grain. Maybe to go improve the belt speed for themselves. John Deere needs to get their belt speed to about a 2.2, and their first bale was only 50 points. They lost about 85 points just by messing up that first bale drop. That is going to hurt them badly later on. So 89 points, and they're all dropping grain, so John Deere and Lindner at the same time, kind of holding each other. Now ideally John Deere wants to get that in their favor, at least to a 2.1, but we're back to where we were. 0 grain on the field, and they're back at a 2 times multiplier. So now John Deere just needs to drop bales much more effectively. And they've only got 7 bales on the field, where Lindner has got 16. So they have basically a full trailer ready to go. They got a huge advantage at this point. Got a minute. Apologies for that. Running a farm and trying to do a stream does make it a bit tricky. Alrighty, so minute 20 left before the power drop, and John Deere's got 129 points, but Lindner is coming in fast with that transport company. 9 bales on the field for John Deere, 7 dropped. Yeah, I don't see them getting another 3 in before Lindner stops it. Yeah, no, there's no advantage for them. Now, John Deere is got to play catch up. 23 bales to their 8. They're hoping for a really good drop now at the 4-minute mark. 41 seconds left to go for that. And they need to get a bale dropped before Lindner gets 10 bales in. So 4 out of 10. Alright, so John Deere is countering that, so that has been cleared. Flexo Fabio just stacking those bales up. 225 to 209, so it is still fairly close, just John Deere does not have the bales for it. There's no grain to be dropped. Okay, 5 seconds to the power drop. Okay, super drop is bale points, 78 bale points. So each team has, it looks like they're both getting 78. So it's just whoever gets there first. John Deere needs us badly. And who's this? John Deere. They know they're coming up, but I don't see them making it. Okay, 385 points to Lindner. That's a big lead. And John Deere got it. Well done, John Deere. They managed to catch up 78 points. So the 85 point loss they had originally, they've caught that up. But not having bales in the field, they're definitely not gonna take this. And dropping bales is not gonna help you, Flexo. So 3 minutes left to go. 425 to 367. And Lindner does seem to have a commanding lead, but you never know. That's the thing about the FSL. Ooh, bales being dropped there by Flexo Fabio. I think John Deere has kind of made peace with the fact that they're not going to win this one. Lindner just have a good strategy, and they've worked out everything they need to work out. They're dropping bales at a far faster rate than John Deere. And 20 bales versus 6. So as long as they get their bales up, Lindner has this. Come John Deere, you can do it. Right, 467 to 447. 2 minutes left on the clock. And nobody's gotten any advantage other than just a stupid amount of bales for the Lindner team. And as long as Zezerus keeps his head and keeps stacking, there's no chance that John Deere will catch up. Look, 1 minute 30 left in the game. 9 bales on the ground for John Deere. Yeah, anything is possible, as they say. 715 to 497. Okay, John Deere is definitely not going to make this game, but that will bring us to a 1-all for on the scoreboard, and John Deere will have an opportunity to follow up and get the next game done. Righty, 35 seconds, 815 points on the board, 4 bales on the field for Lindner. John Deere 5 bales on the field with 577. They're probably going to be able to get all their bales up, but Lindner has definitely done a really good job to go and clean everything up on this match. So 10 seconds left. Well done to Lindner. Great strategy, and John Deere, having missed that early bale points, really hurt them, and I think that kind of shut them down for the game. Congratulations, Lindner, and we're waiting for the third game.